I am going into 11th grade and I go to Centennial High School.
I'm in 10th grade and I go to school at Southbridge High School.
I just hope that I can actually, walk down the street or walk through a store without people like staring or asking questions or trying to get to the bottom of things that really don't need to get to the bottom of. I hope that in the future there's no need for protest, there's no need for rioting by the time I have children, or by the time that my friends have children or adopt or whatever, their kids aren't having to go through what I had to go through growing up, and that people don't need to fight this hard just to get the bare minimum of civil liberties that they deserve as human beings.
I hope that the wide scale of these protests finally wakes lawmakers up to just kind of the issues that Black people face and people of color face day to day, because we've kind of been fighting the same fight, since the beginning of US history, but it's never really been heard and it's never really been acknowledged. And I feel like at this point we've kind of reached a tipping point.
You did not create racism and it shouldn't be on your shoulders to solve. But I thank you for your passion and your commitment on taking on social justice issues to help resolve what we're experiencing and facing.
Know that you're not alone. We're here to, back you up, and you're not in this fight alone. Although maybe with the pressure of it all, it may seem sometimes like you're not being heard. But this was to give you that platform and to show you that we are listening to what you are bringing to the table.
In the next couple of years, we're going to be the people that take the helm of all of these things. And so I feel like a lot of teenagers, even though, they shouldn't have to worry about that, are really coming to terms with that fact. And instead of just waiting for it to happen, they're trying to push for their own change so that by the time that it's all on them, they don't have that much to worry about.
I think a lot of it comes from us having a more global view with growing up with social media and everything, where we get to see things on our own time and make our own opinions about this. And I think we grow up in a society that's much more open to what children think and to what youth sees in the world. And so I think this has kind of empowered us to talk more about it, to do more about it. And I definitely think that the youth are doing all of those things and that we are making a change.
I was so inspired by their insight and their creativity and their voice, their authentic voice that they shared with all of us. And I learned a lot from their leadership and their inspiration. And so just to encourage them to continue to be leaders in our community.
And I hope that they keep writing. There are not enough of their voices out there. We are not hearing enough. The field has left them out for too long. And I want them to push and get those voices out there in whatever way we can.
Do something, do anything. You can you can go to a protest, you can sign some of those things, you can just talk to people, educate yourself. There's so many things that you can do that don't require you to be in person or to show your face or to get into any sort of trouble, that you can do to support both the movement and the future as a whole.
For people who look like me, who are Black or brown, that this is a problem that affects us from a young age, and that we grow up surrounded by these issues, and that at this point it is no longer our job, and that we all have to fight, however old you are, whatever race you are, for racial equality.